I'm Kathy.
And I'm Missy.
And we're Two Needles Pulling Thread. Welcome back.
Hello, hello. We are a few days later and
a few hours tireder.
Tired eyes, and but we're good.
Yeah, we're
good.
back. So it's Wednesday,
Back.
June 22nd, and Flosstube number 12.
Number 12. It's already dozen.
That's right. Oh, yeah, there we go. So it's
We're going to do our weather again because it's 78, breezy, no humidity, Ohio. None.
It is gorgeous out.
It's so nice.
Yeah, Stitch Con was very hot, very humid, and these two main girls.
For these main girls. Now, we talked to people from Texas, and they thought it was beautiful.
Matt, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Matt said, "Oh, this isn't bad." I'm like,
"Yeah, this is
we
not
were
bad."
dying.
I was like,
portable fan. If you're hot like we are, I have a little tiny battery-operated portable fan. Best thing ever.
hot in ladies of a certain age. We'll leave it at that.
So
Anyway, here we are.
Yeah, we're back. We had a ball. We're gonna have a little Stitch Con recap in a little bit, but let's jump right in.
All right.
FFOs.
None.
Yeah, me either. We were a little busy packing and
a little bit
changing minds but finishes. Do you have any?
I have a finish.
Okay.
The last video I was showing you Liz Matthews. I believe it's called Old Friend. And
oh, it's gorgeous.
Your heart and my heart are very, very old friends.
And you rung the bell.
I rung the bell at Stitch Con. I finished this. I think I had like 2.5 words left to do.
That's awesome.
And this is stitched using 310 DMC and I don't really remember. Did I write it down? 32 count Lugana Platinum Zweigart. Yep. And I really do love this. Ashley had given me some for Christmas, and I have also purchased another half yard since then because I like it so much.
We'll try to, as we go along in this video, insert pictures as we go. So that'll be a picture of you ringing the bell. And some nice lady, when you rang the bell, you got beads.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a fun thing.
That was fun.
But yeah, that's the only finish?
That's all I have for a finish.
I have a couple.
Okay.
I put this one up. So anyone who knows me, and this is not ironed, I was ready to give up on it.
Well, you talked about it in your last one.
I did, and I said I was going to do it. And then I messaged Missy one night and said, that's it, I'm done. I am not doing it. And Missy said, that's fine. You just won't have a blackout on your BOSME board.
She's competitive.
That was the plug I needed. So I added the chicks to the bottom of the spring sal. I'm going to put buttons in these two spots. I haven't quite decided what kind of buttons.
I think some old, now that I'm seeing this rabbit.
Old brown vintagey buttons.
Yeah, like
that's kind of what I'm envisioning.
Brownish.
Yeah. So I added the chicks at the bottom. Ironically, they lined up perfectly. I did not mean for them to be symmetrical, and it worked out perfect.
That's good.
It is done.
Excellent.
And I'm so glad it's done.
You didn't see it, but she kind of just tossed it across the table.
So, and I finished the summer. This was the summer berry number 2. There are some mistakes. It'll be a bigger berry than normal, but I have that done. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. And so that was another finish. That was before we left. I was fortunate enough to ring the bell twice because I ended up with a couple projects that were further along than I thought. This is summer berry number 3. When I left, I had the trees, the moon, the sticks, something else, I think, but that's what I had left. So that's summer berry number 3. So hopefully by the next video, I can have them FFO'd. And then this is Olga's Tart, which I had started.
So cute.
And I had prepped it to fill the moon and the pumpkin in, which that was a more fill-in than I thought.
That's a lot of fill-in.
Yep. So that is Olga's Tart. So those were, summer berry number 3 was a start, and then I finished it at Stitch Con, and I had already started this one. So those are my finishes.
Good job.
Yeah. We know we had starts.
I had some starts. Excuse me. So I was talking about the One Nation Under God by Twin Peaks Primitive, and it is an ongoing sal, hashtag One Nation TPP sal, doing with Stitching with Grammy, Barbara Johns.
Yeah.
So we both, I'm sure she'll talk about hers when she does floss too, but I did get it started before I went. We got to spend a little bit of time in late night stitching, putting in, I really didn't do much of this there.
Don't take it out.
I'm not going to take it out, but I was
Those
just kind of
colors
tightening
are
it up.
popping. I hadn't
So
seen
in
this.
case we haven't seen the pattern enough, it's a book, y'all.
It's
a book.
big.
So I am doing mine on 32 count Gracenotes Snickerdoodle, and I got this done.
No, the other side.
Nope, this side.
Oh, really?
I got this done, and I started down here.
Are they symmetrical on either side?
Um,
Oh, yep, they
yes, they are.
are. I had not seen this. Those colors are awesome.
So that's what I have done. And the color of the fabric, that's more like it.
It's a perfect fabric for it.
So this is a bed sheet of fabric. So, and I don't want to cut any of it for fear that I've miscounted. So that's all I got started on it. I did start it before I left so that I wouldn't have to focus on where I had to count down and in, and
Right.
I wanted that all done before. And of course it's in this fabulous bag that Barbara gave me. And then after I finished the Liz Matthews piece at Stitch Con, I moved on to, I had planned, I took way too much stuff. And I know we talked
too.
about this.
I took 9.
I didn't take, well, I might have because I only had 4 bags, but I had several projects in
Yeah.
there. So going forward, I am going to try to not take as much, should we be able to go next year. So I started Heart in Hand, Friendship Garden, A Friend Overlooks Your Broken Fence and Admires the Flowers in Your Garden.
I love this.
And I thought this was perfect. Going into Stitch Con, we knew 2 of the 6, well, we knew ourselves. There were 6 people at our table. Of the other 4, we knew 2 of them already.
Yep.
Tracy and Jane. We heard, we'll talk about our table in a minute, but we heard the name of one of the other ladies, and we'll talk about them in a little bit. And we had an open seat, and whoever it went to, and it ended up being perfect.
Yeah.
Just perfect. So I started this, and this is on 18 count color and cotton Salt Rock, and I absolutely
You got
love
quite
it.
a bit done.
I did actually get a lot done, considering we didn't sit down much. Or when I was sitting down, I couldn't focus, and I was too busy just chatting.
Yeah.
And did you see?
We were warned. We were
So,
warned that
you know, everyone gives the warnings, and I didn't heed them.
no.
So I absolutely love this. And I think that I am doing it. Where's my working copy?
Excuse me.
Let's see. I do have some substitutions. I have 3 substitutions, but other than that, I'm using the called for. And I just subbed from what I had.
That's awesome.
And I decided I have all this. Let's do that
I want to borrow that when you're done.
rather than buy some more, because there's other things I can buy, as you'll see.
Yeah, a little bit.
And last night, let's see, Monday, I didn't put a single stitch in Monday. Today's Wednesday. I didn't put a
think so,
single
yeah.
stitch in Monday. So yesterday, I was out and about, had some errands to run, whatever. Anyway, I decided that all of the patriotic charts that I put in this bag to take to Stitch Con that never got unzipped. I don't even think I unzipped
I don't think
it.
so.
I got home and I started seeing quite a few people on Instagram were posting this, and I had it all kitted up. Old Glory,
So
Little House
cute.
Needleworks. Love this. And it is a little thing. So last night I got this.
Where did you get that cute needle minder?
I don't remember, honestly.
That's cute.
So I stitched that last night, and this is on a little scrappy piece of You know what? I lied. I think I have cut that snickerdoodle fabric because this is a piece of it. And I am using the called for
Most of them
with using DMC alternative on a couple.
Awesome.
So those are my starts.
All right, let's see.
And if I don't put this chart away, I have it.
So I have, well, it says I have quite a few. But Summerberry 3, I started that. I just showed that as a finish.
You had that started already though, didn't you?
I had 2.
Oh.
I did not bring it over, but I had a very small start on the 2022 Collector's Heart by Heart and Hand. I actually didn't bring that over with me, so I can't show that to you. So
Next time.
yeah. I am doing, let's see if I have my work. This is, my photocopier is horrible, but it's my working copy. This is Summer Sunshine Pillow Set by Manny DiDonna.
She's moved from birds to
Birds and
specifically crows.
Yeah. And I started this in the airport on the way to Stitch Con. And that's what I worked on the way home. We got very fortunate on the way home. It was a booked flight into Portland, and there was no one sitting with us. There was 2 empty seats, and one of them was with us. So we have a picture of all of our crap in the seat. But that is where I've gotten. I absolutely love the variegation in that yellow.
It's really pretty.
And that is Amber by Weeks Dye Works. So I've been working on this. It's going to have a little flag. It's this pillow right here. So it's going to have a little flag and the greenery.
And you bought pins. Is this the one you bought the pins for? I think so.
Yes, I bought the pins at Needlework Celebrations. That's right, I did. I forgot all about that. What else? Man, I got so much stuff in here. And I've been working on Helen D's, what's it called? Fabric and Floss Tube. This is one of her freebies. So I don't have a picture because it's just the pattern.
I need to download and print those and start doing them.
So super easy. Pick the colors. I just chose a variegated red for the tomato, a gray.
I love it.
And then the blue. The next one I want to do is her fireworks, the one with the fireworks.
If you haven't checked out her little freebies, if you follow Eastcoast Crafter on Instagram and then click on her profile, she's got a link tree to her free patterns. And they're so cute.
She's got a spring one, 4th of July, a summer one with flip-flops. This one,
Christmas.
I think so, yeah. She's got a ton, so she does a great job. And this was my Stitch Con start. Do not get excited. It is not very big. And my photocopier is so good on this that it copied my sticky note, so I can't remove it. But this is Silhowitches by Teresa Kogut.
You really did say you just wanted to start it.
I just wanted to start it. That's all I wanted to do. And that's all I did.
Because you found the fabric and decided that you were going to start it.
So this is on 20 count Frankenstein by Silk Weaver. And that's what I got done. Wait a minute. Yep, that's the right way up. That's what I got done. So I'll keep plugging along. The great thing about
these is, as other people have said too about Quakers, is this little finishes to me. Like your little motifs are great little finishes.
Oh, I can't show the pattern. But my start was in the corner of a page. So
that was easy.
It was, however, I'm going to have to go this way. You know what I mean? Up this way.
Oh, because you did the middle. Okay, right. I got it. Well, that worked out well. That's not always the case with Quakers.
Nope. So that's, and I'm using, we had chosen these at Celebrations Needlework, Espresso Bean and Grasshopper.
It's going to be good.
And then I do have a Dinky Dyes orange to fill in some miscellaneous color. Summer Sunshine, berries, floss tubes. That's it for my starts. Nope, that's a whip.
Oh, you had already started it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I don't have any whips, so you might as well move on.
Oh, okay. Well,
Keep going.
Let me pile on. So for the whips, and I didn't bring it over again, but I did work on Women of the Mayflower, and I'm working my way down. I am starting the lower motif. So that's over there too, because I forgot it. And then my last item, other than the philanthropic pumpkin, which I have left to do, was work on a wool project. So
You've started to FFO that pumpkin, though.
I have started it, yeah. So this is my wool. Let me know when I'm up.
You are.
My wool project, wool applique. So I've ironed him on. I cut all the pieces out, ironed them together.
Up a little bit, just if you can. You want me to hold it up?
No, I'm good. And now I just need to...
I need to get my wool stuff out now.
What do you call that? The stitch.
Blanket stitch.
Blanket stitch him. And
that's like the quickest part.
I think I'm going to put some little black buttons on his belly and maybe for his eyes.
Yeah.
So, and I left it in a big piece of flannel because I think I might want to try to make a bag out of it.
Well, there you go.
Haven't quite decided.
Like a project bag? Or just a bag?
Just
bag?
a bag,
Yeah.
tall bag. I haven't quite decided yet. So
cool.
That is him. That is.
By the time I get back to it, I'm going to have to reteach myself.
I have to
do it.
The blanket stitch, I'm going to have to be retaught again. So that is my whips and my BOSME. Jeez Louise.
BOSME, I have not touched anything. I still haven't finished anything that was on it that's left to do. And I am just thinking about, we just realized today that Kathy would typically draw numbers somewhere around the 24th to the 27th-ish, whatever. Yeah. And we need to get moving on our July.
I don't think any of us have our board set up.
It's not set up. I haven't really given it much thought, honestly. So I will do that. I have the next 3 or 4 days to myself because my family is here and there. And
there you go.
So I'll have some time to get some things done now that I actually have
an
overhauled, clean craft room. Did I do that after?
Yes, you did it last week.
I did that after. And I hoed out my room and reorganized, and it just feels like I can go in there and work now. So
that's awesome.
Move stuff
that's awesome.
So that's what I've done with BOSME. We're already at Flosstube Buddy. So if you've watched us, even a couple of times, we like to take an opportunity to talk about people who are watching on Flosstube. We're going to insert and attach and include photos, videos. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do that or what we're going to do yet. But when you go to Stitch Con, for each weekend, they have a board set up for Flosstubers who are present at weekend A and weekend B.
Yep.
So what we would like for you to do is to take a look at those pictures, zoom in, screenshot, whatever. Find yourself 2 or 3 new Flosstubers to you to take a look-see. Such amazing people out there doing great work. And we met so many. I still have brain fog when it comes to that. My names aren't aligning with faces and floss tubes correctly yet. But there are so many, and we'll talk about different ones. We don't want to leave anyone out, but we know that's going to happen. And we'll talk a little bit about that. But anyway.
Yeah, we'll put it in here.
Take a look at, is that your sign?
That's my sign. Okay. I learned a little editing trick. So.
Okay. So anyway, take a look at those and
pick somebody you've never heard of.
You know, pick a couple from each weekend, alternate.
We did that in the hotel.
Yeah, we did. We watched someone brand new one night that we could stay awake long enough to actually do it, and it was fun.
Yeah,
it was.
And we got to talk to him again the next day, and that was great.
Yep.
So, so we'll put the note there. That's for the Flosstube Buddy signs. Mm-hmm. It's kind of really neat, and we took a picture, of course, with us in front of it, pointing. And
right. So we encourage you to do that.
Absolutely. Winners. We still have a couple of winners.
So for the 4 giveaways that we had the last time, we have heard from 2 people, and those have been mailed and sent. And thank you, Linda. You did not need to, first of all, even send us a thank you card.
Oh, that's
but we do appreciate it. Grammy Stitcher Linda out of Washington State, and she was kind enough to send us each a floss.
And I've never tried Forbidden Fiber Coat.
You may choose one, Kathy, and I'll take the other.
Perfect.
So thank you very much. That was very sweet of you. We did get that. So Connie Simonich,
we don't know.
You were the winner of Lincoln Home 1860 sampler with some floss, and
we haven't heard from you.
We haven't heard from you yet. So if you happen to watch this, I did comment on your original comment on that video. I think it was video 10 at this point. So if we don't hear from the winners by the next floss tube, we're going to draw for another one.
Yep.
So just so we can kind of keep that going.
Time Enough was Bonnie Tucker, and you did comment on hers as well. So hopefully, you know, reach out to us. Our email's in the description box below.
And twoneedlespullingthread@gmail.com. So
super easy.
do that.
Questions before we go into recap?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about, there were a lot of very sweet comments about our rapport and how you just enjoy sitting and listening and stitching. And we hope that you do feel that way. And that's what we look for when we're searching out a new floss tube also. So we do enjoy that.
But we do read all the comments, and we try to heart them. We can't both heart them. We've learned that, you know, there's nothing.
Yeah,
but
one of us will.
We'll read them.
We'll do that.
We do read them all.
Comment occasionally. No, we're not stalked by a wolf. Kathy has a very geriatric yellow lab. She's 14, and she's got a lot of issues.
Yeah.
She's calm right now, but if you hear that noise, we're not being stalked by a wolf.
No.
It is just Miss Maggie.
Yeah, and I'll try to put in a picture of her.
Yeah.
She's 14. She turned 14 a couple weeks ago, and, you know, we never know day to day, but. That's my girl.
Brandy F, who didn't know there were other Maine stitchers.
That's great.
I did a little stalking. I think you're in the Rangeley area. I'm not sure. Maybe someday when we get a little bit of summer under our feet, maybe we can figure out meeting a few people in Farmington, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
But you're not alone.
Nope.
And keep commenting and keep watching. I commented also on a couple of Maine Flosstubers. I think I did that on your comment. So maybe you can find them also. No, it was not a 5-minute flight.
Yes, we realized that.
We know that. From Cincinnati to Chicago. It was not a 5-minute flight, but it wasn't very long.
I dozed off. So
Time change. Go out.
Come back.
Come back.
At one point,
it all happened, and we didn't know it.
At one point, your phone was an hour different than my phone.
Really
mid-flight.
Yeah,
it was weird. So,
someone did ask.
I didn't bring it up.
They asked about the spray that I used on the Primrose Cottage stitches. I can never remember that. Primrose in the B.
The B project.
The B projects. It's Instant Antique by Primitive Gatherings. I bought ours at Fat Quarter Shop while we were at Keepsakes, which is that could be a whole video. I noticed that they have it also, so check your local needlework shops or your online ones. Yep. It is called Instant Antique.
Yep. Shake, 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 and then spray it.
And then shake some more.
Yeah.
I got to figure out how not to get globs, but
right. And I wanted globs on mine, and I couldn't get it because I shook it too much. So.
It still was good.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Where are we going? Well, haul. Do you have any haul prior to Stitch Con?
No.
I have one piece.
I don't think I do.
I got my June Thread Club. I'm in the Primitives Neutrals 5 skeins with color and cotton. And as always, they're gorgeous. And I do love stitching with them. And I found myself, when I'm kitting things up, I found myself looking.
Those are gorgeous.
If I don't have the called for, I'll look through my stash. They are changing this up a little bit, you may have heard. Evidently, it's been a 5-year running on these clubs, and I think that they've found that they're starting to repeat some of those originals. So what they're doing is it's going to be holiday or seasonal themed. So like, it'll still, for me, it'll still be primitives, but it will be Halloween themed or fall themed or Christmas. So I'm kind of excited to see that.
Well, and that kind of puts you in a place where if you're doing a Christmas pattern, you don't have to go and grab one from here and one from there and one from here. They're all going to be
right.
in one place. That's going to be great.
I'm kind of excited. Look at that brown right there in the very.
I like the one on this side.
So neat.
That's awesome.
It's really nice. That's all I had prior to.
I don't think I had anything. I really, really, really don't. No, I think it's all Stitch Con all the time. Because even I bought that at Stitch Con. So do we want to do haul or Stitchy kindness?
Well, okay, let's talk about our trip a little bit in Stitch Con. So we spent the night prior to leaving in Portland to be closer to the hotel because we had a very early flight.
Yeah.
And they tell you to get there really, really early, right? Well, they weren't there.
We were there before the workers.
But we woke up at 1:30 in the morning to someone thinking I said it was 4:30. Startled both of us. We were awake.
Yep.
So we had a great travel day. We had no issues. Southwest was amazing.
Yep. We both came in underweight. That was a good thing going out.
And our luggage.
Yeah. Whatever.
So it was a really good day.
Yeah.
We landed, we had an Uber set up. Nessa set that up. It was a kind of a Stitch Con thing. That went fine. Got to our hotel, checked in there.
Yep.
Our room was ready early. We stayed at the La Quinta.
And then we did all the things we tell our kids not to do.
So yeah, we live in very rural Maine. I mean, we don't even have 1,000 people in our town, and the towns around us are smaller or not much bigger. There is no Ubering unless we are calling somebody to say, can you take me to pick my car up at the garage?
Right.
There's just no Ubering. I guess we could call a taxi, but
there's no taxi. There might
it would be very expensive from another town.
You downloaded the app?
So we Ubered over to Keepsakes because we had time and they were open for another 3 hours and
we had to
do it.
And it was hot.
It was very hot for us because we came from this beautiful weather.
96 when we landed? Something like that?
It was humid. My asthma, I ended up at the doctor's the day before? 2 days before.
2 days before. Got
because I didn't want to be the barking dog in a room of 300 people. I have allergy-induced asthma, and it decided that this spring was going to act up. So anyway, I ended up at the doctor, did all the tests, did all the things. Away I went with medication and a clean bill of health otherwise. So, yeah, I'm glad I had it.
Yeah.
So we went to Keepsakes. Wow. We don't get to local needle workshops very often. We talk a lot about
packed.
the world in stitches, and that's really that's our gauge, really. Keepsakes. You probably have heard all these stories, and you're going to watch all the floss tubes, I'm sure, with recaps. Amazing, jam packed.
Every nook, every cranny,
the steps, the fabric room, the everything.
Yeah.
I called it the love room, but it's like wedding and spring and Valentine's, and then you hook into fall and Christmas, and there's models and displays everywhere. Amazing.
And if you wanted to know something, you asked somebody, and 9 times out of 10, which we didn't know, on the back of the model is the designer and what it's stitched on.
Right.
So that was great.
I wouldn't typically take a model off
right
the shelf and
so. But and 9 times out of 10, they knew right where it was. They could pick the bin.
Yeah, it was amazing. Great. Fabrics were amazing. Even for, like an Ada Stitcher, they had I felt like they had a nice selection.
They did have
I know
nice
that you purchased some of that.
They had 14 in one. It was like a double kitchen cabinet because it's a home. It was a house.
Yeah, it was a house.
This side was 14 and this side was 16, 18, and 20. And then they had some in the boxes underneath.
Yep.
It was amazing.
Very, very well organized. Actually, we were totally not expecting this, and we walked in and we walked through, and there was Kia B.
Yeah.
And Nate and I was a little shell shocked, I guess, because I was not expecting that at all. And we'll talk about all of that, but we had a very pleasant conversation and very sweet people.
Yep.
They had one of their kids with him,
and he was awesome. He was there all weekend.
Yeah, he was sweet little guy.
So
it was just amazing. So we have haul from Keepsakes and the Annex at Stitch Con. Mine's all mixed in. I remember where I got what, but I just put it all together. So we spent
a couple of hours.
Yeah, I'd say a couple hours, and people started coming in as they were coming into town. And then we met these two ladies, Bev and Sylvia.
From New York.
Sweetest ladies from upstate New York. Turns out they had gone to the Frugal Yankee retreat that we couldn't go to at the last minute. They were hoping to see us. So we kind of made a little connection over the weekend.
Yeah.
They gave us a ride back to the hotel. When people say you're going to be able to get a ride here and there, don't worry about it.
You are. It's kind of.
I mean, we tell our kids, no, you don't do that stuff.
We did.
But it really was.
They were so sweet, and
it was very
kept checking in with us. Do you need a ride anywhere?
Yeah. It was very sweet. So that, and then we went back to the hotel.
Had some great pizza.
We ordered out amazing La Rosa's pizza, which was amazing. Yep. It was nice to have an in dinner. We kept it really quiet.
We stitched a little.
But I tell you, we were exhausted from being up extremely early. And I'm kind of a late night person.
Nope.
I was out long before her, 9:30, and I never heard anything until 8:30 the next morning.
The next morning when we woke up.
So got some good rest.
And we needed it.
Yeah. We needed it. Thursday was registration, and again, we're like, well, how are we going to get there? Stitchy Bus hadn't quite started its rounds yet.
You met two ladies.
We met people in the lobby, and Deb and Angie, and again, they were the sweetest things. Took me to McDonald's to pick us up some breakfast because we
missed
breakfast in the hotel.
Oops.
But that was okay.
And we hadn't had coffee. Coffee was a rarity for anyone who knows us.
Coffee was hard for me. Because getting iced coffee was hard. But anyway, I survived, obviously.
Yeah.
And they were just so kind to take me there, and thank you for breakfast. That was very sweet of you.
And then who took us over? They took us over.
Yes.
Deb and Angie
drove us over to registration.
And there we stood in line.
And that was, again, entertaining. It was fun to be amongst the chatter and just the excitement of it. Fire alarm went off.
Yeah, it was like an hour and 20 minutes we waited, but it seemed like 15 minutes.
It went by so quick.
Yep, fire alarm went off.
Fire alarm went off. We did have to exit the building.
We met Ronnie.
Because, stuff happens.
Yeah.
Right before that, though, back at the hotel, we had met, I'm never going to remember everybody's names, but I will never forget Judy from Alabama. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
I will never forget her. She was just the sweetest thing.
Yeah, we came
Took
off
me
the
right
elevator.
back to my few years of being in the South, and just that hospitality that we were met with right off the elevator was a little bit overwhelming. Not in a negative way by any means, but we can't see you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not
we're
a two-way
looking in a
mirror.
mirror. We're looking at ourselves. We can't see you folks. We totally appreciate that you follow us and comment. We love that we can do this with you.
Yeah.
But for us, it's the first time seeing any of you ever.
Yeah. It was humbling.
Extremely humbling. Extremely, like, who are you talking to? You must be talking to the person behind us. It was very humbling. Emotional sometimes.
Yep, absolutely.
But it was amazing. So there was this lady that I thought was with Judy and her friend, and I can't remember Judy's friend's name. I remember her face. And I thought they were together, and then we're at registration, and this lady is standing there kind of near us alone. And found out she didn't have a seat. She didn't come with anybody. And I said, well, we have one seat. We were waiting for our friends Jane and Tracy, and they were bringing Deb with them. We had never met Deb. So they were going to be checking in at registration a couple of hours after us. So we knew we had one available seat. So I'm like, well, come sit with us.
Yeah.
Beth from South Carolina.
Sweetheart.
You know, when they say that you will find your people and your group will become your group, we didn't anticipate this.
No.
And it was just instant with the 6 of us. So
at table 6.
At table 6. And
Beth is just awesome.
table 5 was Angie and another Angie and Jean.
Yep.
And Joy and her daughter. Can't remember her name. Was she a Grace also? I don't remember.
I think so.
Anyway, don't remember. I forget her name. Sweet girl. They told us the table to be at.
Oh, that's who told you.
Based on friends who had been there before. This is the table you want. Well, of course, we sat there, and
it was perfect.
It worked out perfectly for us. We had amazing table neighbors, and everybody was so kind.
Yeah,
but
it was great.
It was just incredible. The kindnesses just from those at our table. You know, we went with gifts for those at our table, and we just have been, I'm still trying to get over that. Still trying to get beyond the generosity of everybody.
Yeah, everyone.
Everybody, whether it was a kind word, asking for a picture. I was asking for pictures with certain with particular people.
There wasn't a
offering
soul in
help
that room.
with questions that you might have about a chart in the annex.
Yeah, we help people find charts.
Everything. You got a swag bag when you checked in.
Yep.
Check-in process. Let me tell you, Stitch Con team, if any of you are watching,
You've got it down.
I've been to a lot of different types of functions. All you had to know was what your last name started with. And you split off, and they gave you an envelope, and you took your swag.
Yeah. The girl in front of me had just gotten married, and she couldn't decide. She went to one line and then the other. I said, "Do you not know your last name?" She said, "I just got married." Did you?
Oh,
you
so
didn't hear
I
that?
didn't know that,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I wasn't sure what she was registered
So she was
under.
bumping into lines, but yeah, you got a great bag. I mean, nice canvas
Us
bag.
main people, this equates to an LL Bean bag.
Yep. And you got your 2022 passport.
So much great information in here, right down to all the Flosstubers for both weekends.
Yep. Couple of little patterns.
A little chart.
Where to eat.
Just amazing.
blank
And we
spots.
referred to this a lot.
Blank spots for names of.
Especially where to eat.
Yeah.
Different things to do in
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
The Stitchy Bus schedule, the Annex schedule, the itinerary. Not that there was a ton of itinerary because it was a stitching event, but
But we knew like they had a welcome gathering,
we had exchanges.
which was amazing. There were smalls exchanges. Barb and her team they have a heart for this. They have a heart for stitchers. They have a heart for the stitching community. They have a heart for bringing Flosstubers and stitchers together. Which I gotta tell you, honestly, that was not my mindset going to Stitch Con. Kathy and I signed up in September.
Yep.
In October, we found out we were in.
Yes.
We weren't doing Flosstube. We started doing Flosstube late January. And I had a moment sitting at the table thinking, that's what she's doing when she talks about bringing those together. And I was like, oh, I get it now. Like, I don't know where my head was with that, but it was not there.
No.
And we were like, I so enjoyed meeting the Flosstubers I met, but just like the I don't know, just the people.
You can't.
The people themselves.
Someone had said you can't explain it until you go, and you hear that for all these different events, and it's like, yeah, right, whatever. It's so true because
it's indescribable. Indescribable. If everybody could experience that, if you've been on the fence thinking you might not be able to go, or, I mean, let's face it, it costs money to go do this stuff. Most people need to make a plan for that.
Right.
And for us, it involved airfare and
hotel and
you know, that sort of thing. Some people were local and they drove in. Some people drove in from
Hawaii.
where they were. Yeah, she drove from Hawaii. All right, Kate.
Yeah. drove her VW. Her
I told
RV.
Kathy someone was driving from Hawaii, and she's like, "Really?" I said, "Well, you know, they get vehicles here somehow."
Yeah.
They didn't really drive it.
No.
But anyway, we talked.
But
to her.
Kate came up to us. We met Kate from Hawaii.
Yeah, that was fun. That was so.
She drove cross country.
We're gonna be so scatterbrained in this. We're gonna go on all these twists and turns, and hopefully you'll be able to keep up with us.
Yeah.
But
We jump tracks quite a bit.
it was just amazing, and we're not going to talk a lot about service projects that Barb and her keepsakes team find each year. They do a raffle every year, and they strictly are selling raffle tickets. All of the money goes to a charity that is local within where Keepsakes and Barb and her family live, and her
team lives.
And her team, chunk of her team lives. The school district, that's where her children have gone. And this year was a bookmobile. Dang, I can't remember. Can't remember what it was called.
The book bus.
The book bus. We'll have all this information
I have
and
some
pictures. So between the 2 weekends, they sell these raffle tickets, and they do door prizes. And there was a beautiful quilt donated.
2 of them.
2 of them.
One for each weekend.
We're not going to divulge too much about that. Just to know that, wow, that's when it was humbling. That is when it was humbling.
And we did hear from the lady who started the book bus.
Yeah, she spoke on Friday.
And she spoke, and that was great because we remember the bookmobile. Some places don't have that. Right. And that was like an extension of our library. Mm-hmm. And for her,
that was at our library where I went to school.
For her, she gives these books to these kids.
Yeah.
So
6 elementary schools in that district.
Yep.
Was that the focus?
That was the focus. Barb and her team are going to release the amount that was raised, but something that was very awesome is someone had donated a yard of material. Someone bid on it.
Fabric. It was a linen, right?
It was a linen. Yep. I want to say 32 count linen, but that's irrelevant.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It could have been a garbage bag, and we would have donated.
They
money,
auctioned it
be
off,
honest.
And I won't say how much it went for the first time.
Yeah.
Steph took it to the woman. The woman said, "Thank you," handed it back to Steph and said, "I'm donating the money I just bid for, or the amount bid." Auctioned it off again, and they auctioned it off a second time. So
there were a lot of misty eyes at that point.
Yeah.
It was pretty. It was just.
It was
humbling.
amazing. So I cannot wait for them to tell you how much they raised.
Yeah.
And which weekend, how much each weekend did. There's a little competition between the 2 weekends, so that was kind of neat.
Competition because it is for the kids, right?
Yeah.
Which is so sweet. So different things touch people in a different way, and I grew up a bookmobile. I was a avid reader even as a young child. And the bookmobile was the only way I got books in my hands.
Yeah.
I lived even more rural than I do now. And, we'll just say feeding children in our home was top priority.
Right.
Books weren't easy to come by. So
I remember it. I remember the steps going into the back of the bus.
I remember the smell.
Yes. Oh. And if you don't have it, you can't explain that. It's just like everything else. So.
I know. So anyway, that was Friday. It was just amazing. Late night stitching. Y'all, I cannot hang with that.
Nope. We made it to 12:30.
We went Friday night.
Nope, we went Thursday night.
See, I did this the whole time. We went Thursday night. Did I stitch it all?
A little bit. Okay.
I don't even remember. But just the camaraderie. So late night stitching is this year well, I think it has been in the past, but this year was at a big room, conference room in the La Quinta, which we've said 1,000 different ways. I don't know how to say it. And that was just, it was fun. Pajamas, beverage, stitching, chatting.
Kind of a lot of what we did in the other rooms. Yeah.
Right.
But until 2 a.m.
Yeah, no.
So.
No, I think we made it to 12:30 Thursday night. Yeah. And then Friday was 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
Right, and we did not go, although we still stayed up till 12:30.
We didn't do late night stitching.
Nope.
Friday. I think I kept saying the opening thing was Friday, but it was really Thursday.
Well, because we call it weekend.
So confused.
And then Saturday night, you went back to late night stitching.
Well, we have to back up.
Uh-oh. You had to back
because
up
we
Friday?
had amazing meals, and I'm all about the food when I visit someplace.
Yes, we went as a table. We went.
Yeah, we did.
Our whole table
so
went.
Much fun.
Well, so it was you and me and Jane from the BosStitchers and Tracy from OG Stitchery, their friend Deb from Rhode Island, and then Beth. I called
Nancy or Babs.
I called Beth Nancy all weekend long. I don't know why. I think I figured out why, because I met a Nancy while we were in line. Anyways, she answered to it all.
She did. Oh my gosh.
We called her Babs.
The best group of women for us to be with.
Not to offend anybody, we called her Badass Beth because she was a riot.
She is so much fun and so sweet. And then Deb from Rhode Island, listening to the two of them talk to each other was hysterical, first of all, because Deb has a strong Rhode Island accent.
Coffee.
And she is just, they're great. These ladies have my heart forever.
Yep.
And then, of course, just the six of us. It was awesome. So we went to dinner.
The first night we went to Third Eye Brewing.
Yes, right across the street, which a lot of people have talked about. It was amazing. Yep. I loved it.
Yep.
It was very good.
Little local brewery.
Yep. Yep. Very nice place. Kind of what I call upscale pub food.
Yep. Yeah, I had pork shoulder poutine. So.
Right. So like your burger isn't just a cheeseburger. It's melted pimento cheese with bacon jam. I mean, it was just, I want to eat where the locals eat when I travel. Yeah. So you'll probably hear me talk about the food. Anyway. Lunchtimes, we ate from the concessions, which going into it, I thought it was just going to be like candy and popcorn and stuff, but it was decent. They had salads and club sandwiches and that
barbecued
sort of thing.
Pulled chicken sandwich.
So it was
I had
nice.
that a couple of times.
So I guess we tell you all these details. So if you're like wanting to go, I like to know this stuff.
Yeah.
That's important to me.
Well, and if you have to leave the building to go get lunch, then that's stitching time you're missing. And we're talking a couple of hours that you probably have to miss. So we went and grabbed food and came back.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was so good. So Friday was all day. Saturday, again, was all day. I did not ride the Stitchy bus.
We didn't. We took pictures, and I'll insert some
pictures. I have to tell you, I knew because I was already, I was on prednisone for my lungs. That'll mess with your body in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
And I knew that if I got too much out into the humid and the hot, and I knew a lot of people were going to be at Keepsakes, and it was going to be overwhelming for me physically. So I decided that I was happy to go Wednesday. So there's a closed Facebook page for Stitch Con attendees, and I had posted that my only regret, and it's not
a regret,
nothing to do with Stitch Con, was that I didn't spend more time appreciating Keepsakes. But that's on me. Right. I'll correct that the next time.
It got crowded. It was empty when we got there, and then it got crowded, and it was getting close to closing time. Yeah. And
it's I cannot wait to go back and browse again. And so that was on me. But the first time you go and do anything, you're not going to do it all. Yeah. It's like going to Disney. I don't see everything the first time you go. Right. Saturday. Your smalls was on Friday.
My smalls exchange was on Friday. You want me to go over that now? Or?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
I didn't bring mine, but
I will
have
insert a
of it.
picture. I actually did the Stitch All the Things berry. And the Stitch Con box, but I'll insert a picture.
It was
of my
really
smalls.
cute.
And then I struggle because I can't make a decision. Anyone who knows me knows I cannot make a decision.
Not.
So I said, oh, do I take a Halloween bag? Which I had gotten a sneak peek of what the small was. And I said, nope, I'm going to play fair. I went for the sunflower bag. Because my kitchen used to be all sunflowers at one point in my life. So I got this really cute note. It's from Erin. And she made
So
this. And there's the back. It says 2022. And then she crocheted a sunflower pillow. And then I have some stickers and some ribbon and some anchor thread that's in sunflower
Which
colors.
I don't know if Erin watches, but
we can't get
she
these.
had just said on the plane, we need to find some anchor spools so that we can try that.
Because we cannot
Well, now
find
she
them.
has a
Everyone
couple.
says that we can get them at Joann's, but our local
Not ours.
Joann's in the state does not have it.
Well, I haven't.
So,
Someone told us that they found some at a Michael's.
sure.
I think it was.
So
Not sure.
this is going to go right over here. Whoops, can't see. Right over here, somewhere on my bar. I absolutely love it.
It's awesome.
Sunflower seeds and honeybees.
So pretty.
So thank you, Erin. I love it, love
So
it, love
pretty.
it. But I will put pictures in.
I did not bring my small, but I'll talk about that.
But I have
after.
pictures of that too.
Yeah.
So that was Friday. Friday night we went to Ruby Tuesdays.
Yeah, it was okay.
Had a great drink. We all tried something a little different.
Yep.
Went back to the stitching room until 10. And then we went to our hotel room to
Did not do late night stitching Friday.
to decompress. And the whole weekend, people were swapping floss tags and needle minders and little things. And I have a picture of
We're
a
not
lot.
going to be able to show all of this.
Yeah, we
but
can't.
Honestly.
Just stuff.
Honestly.
Just stuff.
The generosity. Just honestly.
Someone did bring us
Just-
over. Oh, can you see it now? With
Yep.
my hand. Stitchy fun jar, so you can bet your booty I'll be working on that. And she also brought over a case to put pins and needles in.
Kate, nap time stitcher.
Yep. And
Just
like I said, floss tags. I have a picture. I laid out all my floss tags and needle minders and took a picture. I'll insert
so
that.
much. I got there and somebody made me a stitching mat. Kathy. How cool is that? And I used it all weekend
Yep.
to hold my spot.
There was some neat. The one next to us she had made, and it folded up and went into her light case, so that was great.
I think we had the messiest table there, though.
I do have a picture of that as well.
I have to say, I think it was the messiest table.
But we all knew where everything was. We had a lot of snacks.
Yeah.
A lot of lights.
Ladies next to us gave us thoughtful, beautiful gifts. Come back and things are,
Little tissue
you know,
holder, which, we needed.
floss
'cause-
drops are at your seat, needle minders and trinkety things and sweet little somethings from each of our table mates, charms and just sweet things. And Deb, our table mate, made these cute little
Orc
container-
catchers.
orc catchers, little paper trash bag type things, just gorgeous.
And then Beth
Yeah, we
bought some scissor fobs.
all
And we got to
chose one of
choose.
those, and
And this is mine from Deb.
just too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
I mean-
Undeserving. Cute little koozie.
We had
And I don't remember who this was from. My Stitchy Becca Clash.
Yep.
Sweet lady. I keep saying sweet people. We didn't. I tell you.
Jennifer Lee, the 5th daughter.
Everyone.
I
was
apologize.
amazing.
The box did not make it home well in the carry-on, but gave us this little.
Oh heck! I ate the treats before we
oh,
left.
yeah,
Kathy
yeah.
kept her stuff together.
I ate some of them, but it was a cute little box that she brought over and said she wanted to share with us, and it was a Cross Stitchers survival kit, and
Which
it
is
was
quite a bit.
washi
on
tape
there,
and
but
Tootsie Rolls and
it was fun.
a frog. I put a frog in all my swaps because I figure if you have one, he won't come a froggin'. But one of them was the frog to remind you to smile when you must rip it. And then there was a seam ripper, which was the frog management system. That was
cute.
great.
That's cute.
Snickers, peppermint patties.
Just so much fun. So this was Angie or Jean.
That
I
was,
don't remember.
No, that was Barbara Johns.
Oh, sorry. So this sums it up for me. You walked off an elevator in a lobby of people that felt like home.
Yep, you were friends.
And you walked into the registration area and it felt like home. And you walked into this humongous
stitching room.
Not even a conference room, ballroom with 55 tables to seat 6 people eat, something like that. And it just felt like home. Not one time did I personally hear a negative word. It's
Come
like
sit with us.
it was so, and I do a little bit better with this than Kathy, but that's not saying a lot. And I just felt like there were so many of you that were going to Stitch Con that watch us. I mean, just watching us is a gift. That I really tried to make an effort to walk around a little bit. I did not get to everybody or everything. But doing that, you'd have conversation with people and
we talked to Gary and
so
Ronnie.
nice. And then they would like compliment our daughters who, hello, we don't get to, Ronnie and Gary from Sunshine Stitchers were kind of behind us, and their friend Deb Hoban, who I adore.
Yeah.
And others that were with them. Maggie was there, right?
Yep.
We Daisy on Instagram.
Yep.
And
they're awesome.
I compliment how Ronnie he's stitching on his almost finished piece. And I'm trying to figure out how he's doing. I stitch in a Q-snap, but I'm one-handed old-fashioned stitching.
Poking.
The double-handed, I haven't quite figured that out in my head. Just offering me to sit down and put a couple of stitches
in his piece.
I'm like, I don't want to touch your piece. He's like, well, how else will you learn? It was
That's
just
what it was
that
all about.
kind of attitude.
Same thing. Someone brought Gary a pattern that he had already had. Anyone who knows me knows I love Christmas and Halloween, and it was a snowman in a Halloween costume. And Gary already had it, and he offered it to me because we were having a conversation about like Christmas and snowmen. And it was like, yes, please. But they were great. We went back and took pictures with them.
Well, and just so many people. So many.
They had a great prop area with said Stitch Con. They had a frame. We have a lot of pictures in that.
Yep. Just the personal things that people will share with you.
Yeah.
And my husband has said our whole marriage that there's people will do that with me. They'll come just spill their lives to me. And I don't take that lightly. And I know that Kathy doesn't either. But they just share from their heart.
I like to think I'm the life of the party, but
that is a true gift.
it is.
That people will do that they will share part of you.
This sums up
Part
the
of
weekend.
themselves with you.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
That
I'm
sums
looking
up
at
the
myself
weekend.
And I am tired still.
Party like a flock star. It was a party. There was no wallflowers. It was everybody included everybody.
Yeah, it was so much fun. So we were in weekend B, we're the only 2 stitchers from Maine.
Yep.
There were a couple from Vermont, and we met them.
No one from New Hampshire. So New Hampshire.
Not weekend B. Weekend A, we knew 3 gals from Maine that were there, and we shipped
Oh, yes.
We jokingly called her our mule, and Cheryl was happy to do that. And so we sent little goodies to the bougie stitchers who would become friendly with. And if you don't follow them, you must.
Oh, warm in here.
Yeah, it is. And they in turn sent items back to us, and they were just so sweet to do that.
For someone who's questioning floss tags or project tags, they took a deck of cards.
These are so neat.
They took
original to where they're from.
Yep.
Don't feel like you have to do a gift.
Nope.
Because honestly, just someone saying, I love to stitch with you on Flosstube. Wow. That's just amazing.
Yep.
Amazing.
So, there was someone there, you got to do it. Now I'm gonna call it a troll doll. It was not a troll. It was,
no, I forget what it was. We have a picture of that too.
And they wanted you to hook a strand of floss in to make hair.
It was just
I missed that opportunity because
my husband kind of looked at me like, oh, okay, but he doesn't have to understand.
But it's a memory. Just like when our girls did gymnastics and they had a stuffed animal that they put the medals on. Yeah. That is her. Every strand of hair is her memory.
It was just so much fun.
So yeah, we have some neat
and
things.
We have, so many goodies and floss
drops, project tags, needle minders.
I mean, I can't even show one and not
show them off.
It's just
amazing.
Too much.
Amazing.
Too much. Undeserving. But Saturday was my smalls. I was in the blue. So you draw red, white, or blue chips. You just grab one.
Unlike Beth, who drew a yellow one because she didn't take part.
Yes, that was funny. She thought that was funny. So I was the last one, and Kathy said that she was good and didn't choose the one she got a sneak peek of. Well, I didn't really follow that rule. I did not get a sneak peek of the actual project.
Oh, okay.
I did not. But I did know what Joy's bag looked like.
Oh.
Joy from Charleston, South Carolina. She was behind us. All I knew was that it was patriotic. Now, come on.
Anybody who knows you.
And I sat there and I said to Kathy, do I choose something that is totally out of my wheelhouse? Or I love patriotic, but I haven't stitched and finished a patriotic.
Yeah.
We have a picture of me with Joy and the small that I got from her.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. I was just blessed to have it.
It's beautiful.
I love it. It's already displayed in my home. And I stitched, you saw the bird. You didn't see it finished. It was the little robin on the nest. It was with Eye needle and thread. A tisket a tasket. That was my small.
Yep.
And I did a little pin cushion nest, and we'll
try to put it here.
We'll try to put stuff in.
If not, everything will be at the end. At the very least, it'll be at the end.
We'll try to do that. So that was, and we're just barely touching the surface of all the kindness that was shown to us. And personal kindnesses that people went out of their way to connect with that, we won't share.
Yeah.
But just know that it was very heart-touching. It was just amazing. And Barb and Steph. And Pam and the whole team. Just the services that they offer and that they provide.
They put their hearts into it. Absolutely.
Amazing.
So.
Amazing.
I'll also insert 2 videos at the end of the brag table. The artwork on the brag table was mind-blowing.
I mean,
I actually ended up recording it twice because more people came and put stuff on.
And Madonna and Child.
Yeah.
I thought it was an oil painting.
There's a pumpkin that's all beads.
I was just going to say,
the cupcake stitcher.
You felt like this in the ocean of creativity.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a bad way.
No,
just like,
wow. Yeah. Wow. Mirabilias to Plum Streets, to Heart and Hands, to Brenda Gervais. I mean, if you have heard of it, it's probably on the brag table. So.
And Flosstubers that you see their finishes, on Flosstube and then to actually see it in person, it's like seeing, you go from seeing a photograph, a blurry photograph of the Mona Lisa to holding it in your hand.
Absolutely.
Just amazing.
So
amazing.
hopefully I went slow enough. Nobody gets nauseous. But the artwork is just amazing. So.
Just can't even describe it.
All right. Haul. Ha!
Who's going first?
Let's go Stitchy. We do have some haul Stitchy kindness.
We do?
We do.
You need to. Oh, okay.
So
forgot.
our friend Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
From Massachusetts knows how much we like project bags, and she had seen us in the annex. And this is from Tiffany from Black Cat Stitchery.
Hi, Tiffany.
Sweetheart.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
She's so
Tracy
sweet.
couldn't have gotten me any better. I mean, look at the coffee.
Just too sweet.
Too sweet. And Tiffany puts these little black cat charms. There's patriotic. So thank you, Tracy.
So
now we can put them to work.
grab that.
Yeah, go check her out. She's just. I think she just put some
amazing.
more bags in her Etsy shop.
Amazing. And if you watch Tiffany, we'll get you in that picture.
Yeah. So, yeah, the rest is hauled. Lots and
Go
lots
ahead.
of-
I
all
feel
right.
like I've been
All right.
talking.
So I'm gonna start because I did separate mine out by keepsakes versus.
She did.
Well, this
We haven't lost that about us.
This is Mystic Fabrics. This is 18 count Ada. I don't know why, but I had to have it. Love it. That's pretty true.
Adobe. Yep.
Yep.
That is pretty.
And I'm sure
Did
there'll
you
be.
give your daughter her stuff yet?
I did make some purchases for my
You
daughter.
had to wait so people could see.
I know. I thought of it this morning, and
It's okay.
this is 18 count Ada
FOA.
and
Fabric on a whim.
that's a W. Okay, fabric on a whim,
Is it fabric or fiber on a whim?
fiber on a whim.
Sorry.
Pistachio.
So pretty.
That's really close.
Chris, we tried to find some
Yeah. So
in a stitch count that would work for you.
that
and
wasn't 18 count
didn't.
Ada. So I did not take any of these out of the packages, so I'm
Yeah.
going to try to avoid the glare. I picked this up to see if Ashley would like to have it in her home. Says you and me.
So they can see that. I'll reach in for you.
So you and me, where our story begins.
So
Oh, the sweetest
you
story.
and me, the sweetest story ever told. Home, where our story begins. Your story by Needlebling Designs.
Yeah. So she said maybe changing up the colors.
Let me hold them up there for
Yeah.
you.
This is stocking full. I fell in love
I love
with
All
this.
Through the Night. I love their charts.
That
But
stocking
look at that.
is actually a wool stocking.
So
Yeah.
there's the
There's-
wool stocking.
So it's tiny. I can't wait. Can't wait.
When
That's
you are
gonna-
finished with this, will you pass the stash, please?
Yeah, do you think you have enough wool? Sarcasm.
What you talking about,
Do you,
Willis?
you want to hold this one, or do you want me to hold it because it's got mice on it?
Oh, I think I can.
Mice in the
manage it.
sewing room. I
Yeah.
have eyeballed this for a while.
Brenda Gervais.
Yep. Oh, there's my receipt.
I like the tomato and strawberry.
There's my receipt. That is
Those
proof.
tails can go away.
That is proof of something.
Oh no, we don't need evidence. Bye bye.
I didn't think I'd find this one. It's called Letters for Santa.
Another
Brenda Gervais.
Brenda Gervais.
I didn't think I'd find it.
Oh, by the way, have you guys seen her new fall releases coming out the end of the month?
Oh, they're so cute.
There's one of them that I will be getting.
That was on my wish list that I had to email my husband and say, can you send me a copy that I left here in Maine? And it said, Letters, Santa, Snowman.
Hey, that worked.
2 pocket rounds from Heart and Hand.
So this one is Crow. Shocker.
Those are so tiny.
How big are they when they're done?
Oh.
2 by 2.
Yeah.
Those would be cute in those little tarts that your mother.
Uh-huh.
And this one, oh, he's cute. I didn't see this one.
Yeah, and a snowman.
Snowman.
And then Hope Blooms by Sam Sarah.
So cute.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
have anything by Sam
I don't know
Sarah.
what drew me to it.
Is this your first Sam Sarah?
Yep. I may
I
dye
like
some,
that
I may
finish,
dye some
too.
fabric, some purple,
Yep.
and bring that green to pop
You
right
mean
out.
you don't have purple?
Not anymore, I used it. All right, so that is Keepsakes. That was enough.
Do you want me to do my keepsake stuff?
If
'Cause
you know
I
what they
it
are.
is quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. So I folded my keepsakes tags in half for my fabric because there's prices on it, and you know,
Evidence.
my husband doesn't care, but I don't want to encourage a conversation, so to speak. So I got 2 pieces of what they had left after cutting for other people. And this is a 32 count Lugana Queen Anne's lace.
I don't remember seeing that. That is pretty.
And it really, that's a little bit better.
It's more of an ivory
Yeah,
than
it
what you're
is.
seeing. That's showing a little brownie, but
Yeah, but it's kind
It's
of
pretty.
greenish also.
yeah.
So I really like that.
I don't remember seeing that one.
And then I have a piece of
Something stone.
vintage stone. No. Anyway, another 32 count Lugana.
Oh, I didn't see that it was modeled either.
yes.
Look at that.
And that's what it looks like.
Depending on where you cut it to use.
Yes.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
So I really like that.
Isn't it funny? We really didn't see what each other got.
No, we didn't. And I got a, this is Silvery Moon, and it's so pretty, and I just took all that they had. And it's been, so like what Keepsakes, typically you can call them and they will cut to order. If you need a 10 by 10 piece of something and they have it, they will cut to order. They did that for Wednesday, but for the weekend throughout the annex, you could get eighths, quarters, halves, and full yards. That's how they sold it.
No, quarters, halves, and full.
Okay, no eighths. And they set the price depending on whether it was Ada or linen and
Yep.
Lugana was a set
in
price
any of the fabrics.
for any of it. So this is a little bit bigger piece. This is actually a little more than a fat, it's more than a fat half. And it's called, what did I say it was called? Silvery Moon. And it really is just a touch.
It's a touch
Silvery.
silvery, bluish, grayish, all the issues.
Creamies. Not
Yeah.
creamies, but like white ivory-ish.
Yeah.
Anyway, who knows what will go on it? Who knows?
My,
So
snow,
that
my
came
snowman
from-
look really good on that. Look at that.
Oh. And I got We Santa 2004 by Heart and Hand.
Talked her right into that one. That was so
so
easy
cute.
to do.
And that's, yeah, like, you know, it took much.
He's such a skinny little snowman.
2.5 by 4.5. I know. That's not a snowman. Who trusts a skinny
that's
Santa?
a Santa, not a snowman. Yeah.
He needs some more cookies. And I hadn't bought it, and I jumped. I did it because they had a whole nice display with all kinds of finishes and all kinds of accoutrement, and that gets me every time.
Yep.
Keeper of the pins
Yep.
with thy needle and thread. And I'm thinking,
I love that bird on the spool.
I don't think there's one on here that I would not stitch. So there
And you
have
have the
that.
old buttons for that middle one.
I do.
Wow.
And I had said to you, was it you I said?
Mm-hmm.
We don't remember, pretty recently that I really wanted this pattern. And it was the very first thing I saw. Once I kind of came down from, wow, I'm at Keepsakes.
Keepsakes.
Wow, I talked to Kia B. Little House Needleworks, Battle Hymn of the Republic. And this is, stuff is important to me,
Yep.
to my family.
That's funny because Whips and Sips today, she showed that. And I was going to message
Yes, at
you.
Welcome Stitchery. I don't know if the girls watch us, but Justine, I have some things in my cart, so, because I didn't shop enough.
And apparently Justine proved that you can take a nap under the table.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
So those guys are great.
Another Little House Needleworks. I think this has been out a little,
2019.
2019, Nashville Needlework
That's
release. Home of a Needleworker. It says squared, but I'm sure that's because it's a square. So I need this. I just had to have it. I don't think that's going to be a hard stitch at all.
Nope. 93 by 93. So
she's just a little girl. And if you watch the Nightly Stitcher, oh, I can't remember her name. Anyway, the Nightly Stitcher. She's working on this and the piece that goes with it. I call it a companion piece. Plum Street Samplers, Mariner's Drum. And I took it out because I want to read it to you. So cute. And that right there is the bottom of the drum.
oh, there's something stitched on the bottom.
Yeah, it's a...
It's a compass.
Compass. What's that called?
Compass rose is what it's called.
So I'm going to look at this without... So Cape Cod girls don't got no combs. They brush their hair with codfish bones. And I just had to have it.
That's cute.
You know, it's the whole Mariner, New England feel. And there's also one Cape Cod boys there. I didn't see it, and of course I'll probably look for it at some point. And I think
Everything else is
everything
annex?
else is from the annex.
All right. Well, I'll grab my annex stuff. Bought some fabric. Ashley is looking to do... I know. I had to just pile it here. Ashley's looking for some fabric to do a Halloween project that we both want to do. So I hunted and I ended up buying a yard of this. And this is called Leaf.
Can I just say, to put your fingers on this stuff,
Oh, what a difference.
we don't get to touch fabric.
This is 18 count Ada from Forbidden Fiber Co. It's called Leaf Pile.
I'm going to pull up these pictures that Mike sent.
Does that? Yeah, that shows quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
So I bought that. She'll get some of it, but she won't get much of it. Sorry, Ashley. Love you, but... and I did find some fabric for her. Moccasin, I believe is the name of it. And my table is going to be a wreck by the time we're done. This is Fortnite fabric called Mind Blowing, 18 count.
Fortnite fabric was just amazing. And there were so many trunk shows. We can talk about that a little bit too.
This is Gracenotes
We've already kept
fabric.
you an hour and 15
I
minutes.
know. This is Philip by Gracenotes.
I love this.
Fabrics.
Corinne, it's beautiful.
Yep. And this, I believe, is also Gracenotes. Yep. This is Sarah, 18 count.
That's so
it's a
pretty.
little greener than what it's showing.
Yeah, it is. It's more olivey.
Yep. And I am now a full-fledged member of the Gracenotes Fabric of the Month Club. So
You chopped on that. Really
I did. Accoutrement because I could, and because I could.
Oh, I didn't know you bought that.
Oh yeah.
Cute.
This is from Roveris.
Yeah.
I bought a red one.
You need to get,
Oh, got it upside down.
let me take it in there for you.
And a yellow one.
I didn't bring all my little doodads.
And then,
Oh, shoot.
because I could, I bought a pumpkin.
Oh, you did get one of those.
I
Good.
did.
Now we're twins.
And they had dinky dye scissors.
Oh my gosh. I don't even want to tell you how many pairs I bought.
I did good. I bought two. I bought one for me and one for Ashley.
I bought several. I only came home with like 3, but I bought several.
And then
Holy smokes, I don't think I saw all the stuff you bought.
this is from Creative Country Girl.
Bag makers. Oh,
Cute little top zip bag.
I love the tag and the little cutesies on it.
Oh, there goes the pacing. Sorry.
I'll have to go in closer for you.
And then this one, I'll let you do that.
I love that this is inside.
There's a hook inside?
Yeah.
I missed that.
So
I had to have
pretty.
it. That's what the pumpkin is for.
And then the back is this.
The green.
Oh, it's got a mushroom on it.
Yep. I absolutely had to have those. All right. Patterns. Heart and Hands Doodles Halloween. That just came out, this week. And then, if you flip it over, look what's coming out. Oh, isn't it cute?
Look at the owl.
I love Halloween.
Oh my goodness.
And so Steph had posted on the brag table. Stephanie had from Just
Oh,
Keep
she
Stitching.
got you going down that hole real
she
good.
posted the finishes of her rows.
I didn't even see these things.
So here
I
is
saw you looking,
winter
though.
row.
This is all Bent Creek. Oh, is that sweet? You got to do it on a blue like that.
Kitty cat row.
Okay.
I know you're not a cat person.
Don't hate me. We're not cat people in my house. I don't hate them.
No.
I just don't prefer them as a pet.
I'd have a dozen. And then Halloween row. Look at that turkey vulture.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. I want to start all the things, so I'm in so much trouble.
Oh gosh, I have such bad stitchy fever.
So this
right now.
is Boulder Valley Stitching. I've never heard of them.
me
Christmas
neither.
traditions.
Okay, so before I show it, Christmas Eve traditions, cookies and cocoa. Welcome to the gingerbread cottage. We have cookies. So
That's
I like
the
that
one I want to stitch, is the bottom one.
So this is Boulder Valley stitching.
Yeah. I don't know, something just spoke to me about it. It's really cute.
But you've got to say that this picture does not do it justice.
No, not at all. If
They had some amazing stuff.
they had seeing the finished product was enough to make you,
You
buy
know,
the
people
pattern.
say it all the time. And when you can get your hands on a model, or you can see it, and get your hands on the fabric,
Yeah.
it makes a difference.
Roveras, I bought both sunflower and daisy. And that's sunflower.
These are sweet.
Back to Bent Creek. Autumn Arches. If I
You
hadn't
did
seen
get
it,
that one.
I did. I put the winter one back, but I saw that and there was something about it. Once again,
I like those trees with the colorful leaves falling off.
this is Cricklewood Crossing.
Oh, you got this. I picked it up
did.
like 3 times.
I
And
did.
I was like, nah, nah.
It would be fun to have all of us from table 6 put our initials on that.
Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Look, there's a picture
Oh, it's a
on the
Stitch
back
Con
of
picture on the back.
someone's
group.
dedicated to my stitching group. Needle Bling Designs, coffee break. It says take time to smell the coffee. Espresso yourself.
No.
Espresso
Thank you.
yourself. So many blends, so little time. Coffee conquers all, and take life 1 cup at a time. Whoops, you're going the other way.
You're a Needle Bling fan too.
I do, yeah.
I like their stuff.
Heart in Hand, Christmas Tiny Town, because I can. These are all just because I can. So.
I love that tree in the middle. It kind of brings the village together.
Yep. Primrose Cottage, Witchy Way.
Oh, look at that house. That's a boat.
Oh, yeah. It's cute.
So cute.
Red Wing Blackbird by Bent Creek. If I hadn't seen the model, I wouldn't have bought it. He's so cute. He's so little. This
It
was
is little.
Yeah,
Only 5 colors too.
yeah. This is the 2022 Stitch Con pattern. And it's neat because there's a whole story
Sue
here.
Hillis did it.
Yeah, there's a whole story. So
I might like to do this someday and put the initials of everyone at
Yep.
our table, just kind of.
and that's it. There's the house and the Stitchy bus and Keepsakes.
So
and
neat, and that's Sue Hillis. So friends new and old sharing a common thread, and that sums it up.
Yeah. Primrose Cottage Stitching. This is Halloween. This is Ashley really liked this, so Mom bought it. I bought her a Primrose Christmas truck and something else. Luminous Fiber Arts, the Stitcher, and I think Deb
Misty did a great job with this.
and Deb used that was what her swap was, right? She
yes,
stitched that
Deb
before.
at our table.
Stitched this.
This
back.
was this. This is what she stitched as her swap, and it was beautiful. I tell you, the ladies at our table, they know how to stitch.
Yeah. Gathering Acorns. This picture does not do it justice.
It is gorgeous.
I'm almost done. Hello from Liz Matthews.
I didn't know you bought that.
Yeah. Berry Patch. There's something about this
What else
pattern.
don't I know? Hello from Liz Matthews.
Someone had done it the model is stitched 1/1 and it's tiny. Mine
It's
will
got 3
not,
rows on it.
Mine will, does it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
1,
look
2,
at that.
3.
Yeah, no, that will not be stitched 1/1.
The whole thing is 1/1?
The model that they showed was tiny, was 1/1.
Wow.
This is Heart in Hand. It says how wonderful life is now that you're in the world. I got some future plans for that. Not anytime soon.
In the distant future.
Distant future. And I call this a companion piece. It says, I love you to the moon and back and more than all the stars in the sky. So I thought that would be a cute little...
Oh, look at all those little animals.
I know.
Okay, so we're going to look at those animals.
And it's got the buttons that go with.
So cute. Does this one have buttons too? Yeah?
Yep.
Boy, nice quality wood buttons too.
This came from Keepsakes. I missed this one. It was in the back. This will be my new start as soon as I get the rest of the floss, but I saw...
You called it everything except that all weekend.
Yeah, I know. It's called The Queen's Garden by the Scarlet House. I don't know. I just love it. Oh, am I not in the...
You're okay.
I love it. There was something about it. It was made into a pillow, a heavy weighted pillow that was, if I hadn't seen the model, I wouldn't have grabbed it.
Yeah.
And then they raffled off. No, they didn't. Well, yeah, it was done with the raffle tickets.
Oh, you got the PDF already?
I ordered the PDF Friday night in the hotel room.
New designer alert.
Brand new designer, Jennifer Shavers, Screen Door Needleworks. So she has a couple of designs, and
there you go.
I don't really want to fold it yet, but am I crooked?
Sorry, I got it.
Love it. I had to have it. $16.92 boo.
So they have an Etsy, right?
Yep.
Screen Door Designs on Screen Door Needleworks.
Yep.
On Etsy and .com.
So,
and they're on Instagram and Facebook.
Yep.
I think they're out of Texas.
Maybe.
I think so. One of their designs is Texas.
And their pattern is, I mean, nice and bold and colorful, easy to read.
Yep.
Comes in black and white or color. I can't wait. So I had to have it.
Very nice.
I probably because I bought it, I wouldn't have won it Saturday night either, but I didn't care because I had to have it. She has a beautiful new patriotic one too. That's my
I didn't bring my like scissors and needle minders and
I have 2 needle minders somewhere.
pretties that I bought and that I was given. I didn't bring any of that. So
My blood type is coffee by Rebel Stitcher.
I got a couple of Rebel Stitcher ones too.
And keep your chin up.
I got Donkey that says smart on it.
Take it for what it's worth.
Because I wanted it. And
You got another one.
one from Elf, the movie.
Oh, yep.
All right, so I purchased a little bit of fabric. So this is...
No, that can't go with that one.
yeah, no,
Nope.
it doesn't.
I was going to say, that color is not that color.
Forbidden Fiber
No
does
color.
not have a color, and it's a 25 count Lugana. This
Is this the piece I hid?
Did you hide the Lugana?
Friday night when we
Don't
had...
tell all the secrets.
Friday night we had preview.
She was naughty.
I was naughty. I loved this piece, but I could not bring myself to do
Back
Lugana.
up. Preview
Preview of the
was
Annex.
Thursday night.
Yes, man, we are
You
confused.
could walk through and look to see.
Which
what
was
in
great,
there.
because then you
It was
knew
really
where you
nice.
wanted to be, take pictures to see if you wanted something.
Yep.
I found this piece of Lugana, and I almost bought it, so I hid it. I didn't hide it. It was in the back of the row. It was still obvious, but then I gave it to Missy, because she's a Lugana girl, and I'm still not.
It's so pretty.
There you go,
So
right here.
pretty.
Gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
That's pretty true right there,
Yeah,
too.
it is.
That can be spring. That can be fall.
Oh, who knows? That can be stitched on 20 years from now.
A berry.
Yep. An eucalyptus, another 32 count.
Forbidden Fiber Co.
Says it's linen, but we decided it was really even if I felt like I could
Yeah.
stitch on it. Love that.
Look at that.
I have a plan for this.
I love
I
it.
think. I haven't decided yet. So we'll have
Do you
to
have
wait and see.
you have Starditis yet?
Oh my gosh. I want to do it all.
Oh, and I love this one.
And this is Atomic Ranch fabric. Never heard of them. They were new to us. Never heard of them. This is Copper Penny, and again, it's 32 count. And it's so pretty. So pretty.
That is real true.
And I have a Blackbird Christmas that I want to put on this.
Blackbird would be gorgeous on there.
I swear I want to put.
That's all the fabric you bought was 3 pieces?
Well, I bought 3 pieces at
Keepsakes.
Yes, because, you know,
You
I decided I needed bags
Oh, yeah.
that we make, you know.
Yeah, I know.
This is a really cute bag. I had to have, and this is what Kathy said. Oh, there's only 2 of them. We're not going to get one of them. Well, I got one.
And it was still
And I didn't have to hide it. Bags by Beth Bateson. And she's on Instagram, Bags by Beth.
They had a ton of bag makers.
And I just love the size.
Yep.
Very well made.
So cute.
I love the size. You could really put it a little small, or a project that has a lot of floss. You could do anything you want with it. So I really like that. I bought this from Black Cat Stitchery, again, Tiffany. And anything that is,
It's so gorgeous. The back
I
is
mean,
absolutely
I
gorgeous.
just love it. My husband actually was quite impressed with that bag. And I bought from Creative Country Girl. So that's Tammy Blaylock,
Yep.
Creative Country Girl, Flosstube, and Creative Country Girl TB on Instagram. So this is a bigger bag, top zip.
So pretty.
And inside her bags are the hooks. And the back is the words to,
Take Me Home Country Roads.
is that the name of the song?
Hard to see from there, but that's what it is.
Really like it. And I understand. I wanted something that I could have forever. That wasn't something like a chart that I would stitch. And anyway, I wanted something that said Stitch Con for me. And I didn't know this was new Blackbird design fabric because I don't understand all the fabric and stuff.
That
But
is.
I really like this.
That is gorgeous.
Fell in love with this. Wherever I go or land or foam, I always think of home, sweet home.
Is this a new fob?
Oh, I do have one of my things. I did. I bought that little pretty. That's that fabric. And inside is a nice plain fabric with the hook. So I had to buy some bags. I think I did quite well in that.
You did, because
She
I'm like...
spent more money than I did. We'll just put it that way.
A little bit.
Bent Creek, Stars and Stripes Forever. Got my husband's approval. Because, you know, we're both crazy about this stuff.
I can see on your corner wall, on your, like, corner
Yeah.
wall being all...
It's not often you see something patriotic that says Independence Day. So I had to have this. Designed by Lindsay Waite. Happy Independence Day, Primrose Cottage Stitches. And I am on the hunt for this frame. Because...
Oh, it says 1776.
This picture does not do it justice. It is beautiful.
Was it framed up there?
Yep. That's what got me over the edge.
That is gorgeous.
So you can see that frame. Just beautiful. I love everything about it. Another Bent Creek, which is kind of new for me, but here I have 3 of them. Blackbird Sampler. I just thought it was cute and sweet.
I looked for the Christmas one, but someone had beat me to it.
Has a house on it. Not a humongous house. And Tracy with OG Stitchery showed this a few floss tubes ago, and I thought, oh, the next time I get someplace where I see it, I'm going to buy that. And Oodles of Autumn. This is my favorite of the seasons. And I think for me, it speaks Maine to me.
Yeah.
Falling Leaves. Now, that's not a moose. It's an elk, right?
I'd have to see it.
We don't have elk here, but, you know, just the critters, the pumpkins, the apples. That's me. I fell in love with this.
Oh, that's
Didn't even
cute.
know why. Hands to work. It's called Bloomery. Love the Lord, and he will be a tender father unto thee.
Oh, I love that. I didn't see you buy that one.
And I do love this. I don't know how I'll stitch it, if I'll put all the words on it, if I'll just stitch down to just under the people. I don't know what I'm going to do when I get to it, but I really like it.
You'll do it all. It's really cute.
Oh, probably. And Salty Stitcher Designs. Again, this is new for me. By Dr. Maya Angelou. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that's how I feel about this weekend.
That's what I was just saying. That sums up Stitch Con.
That's how I feel about this weekend. And again, this model was striking.
Yeah.
So I love that. And by Luminous Fiber Arts, A Turkey's Thanks. He was a popular guy there.
Yeah, he was.
That's what I bought.
That's it.
That's what I bought. We got some freebies. Jane did some shopping on the freebie table for us.
Yep.
You know, that sort of thing.
Keepsakes has freebies as you walk through the store. So
Yep.
we got some of those.
All over the place when you're there for, I don't know if it's a normal thing.
Yes.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Okay. So if you visit Keepsakes, they have like copies. They're freebie charts
From designers,
tucked in
yeah.
everywhere. So and we had a great, you didn't go to Stitchy? Late night stitching last night.
No, I did
I
not.
went down, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
But I did go down, and Barbara Johns and I, hi Barbara, we got to put a few stitches in the One Nation project together. Got to chat a little bit with her friend Kara.
We had a great time.
She's sweet and, you know, gifted us some fun things. Just a lot. And I got to have more conversation with Sylvia and Bev there, and chatted a little bit with Pam, and people are just so authentic. You know, what you see is what you get. And I hope that's how we come across also. What you see is what you get. And
That's right.
we just had so much fun. So much fun.
Yep.
I don't know what else we can say other than, when does registration open?
Yeah, exactly.
And Kathy and I, we were kind of like on a high from all of this coming home. We had a great flight home.
Yep.
No issues, nothing. Just amazing. I can't say it enough. So now we're, you know, we want to stitch all the things, go to all the things, do all the retreats. And
I'd
we're
like
going
to quit my job at Retreat Hop.
I know.
Can't do that.
I know. So we're going to talk a little bit about what might be coming up. We learned about different retreats and different things coming.
Yep.
Annabella's is going to have a retreat next summer in Cape Cod. I mean,
That's about as close as you can get.
what is it? 3 hours for us?
Yeah.
We don't drive through Boston in that tunnel.
No.
So we need to somehow teleport ourselves.
I'm thinking the helicopter. Someone mentioned a helicopter. We could.
Now that'd be an expensive flight. You know, I have a bucket list, and who were we talking about a bucket? I think it was Beth. We were talking about a bucket list of retreats, and I want to do Christmas at Williamsburg.
Oh
You
yes.
can't do it all, right?
you gotta pick and
want
choose.
to do that.
But I think Stitch Con's on the top of our list for next year.
I think so.
So.
I think so.
And you know, like we've said it over and over again, the staff at Keepsakes, Barbara is about the sweetest woman ever. Of course, Pam and Steph, we know we've known them a little bit, and everybody feels like family. So
it was fun to have a picture with Pam. I've shown that main chart that I found the vintage buttons for at the salvage sale, and Pam brought her stitched that's in her under the bed box. And so that we could see it, and it is, of course, impeccable stitching.
And we took a
it was
picture
beautiful.
there.
We got a picture with her with it. It was nice to have it's hard to squeeze one-on-one time out with everybody, but especially those who are so deeply involved in StitchCon, like the team. And ladies, we don't take lightly the time that you spent with us and the care that you showed us. Being from Maine, we really do appreciate that.
And, you know, and someone made a comment, and even Barb said it, that, you know, do we get the leftovers of the staff? And we don't. They were just as enthusiastic.
Obviously, they're tired,
but they still put their heart into it, and they were right up, right up involved. And
as she said, they don't want anyone who goes to Weekend B to feel like they're getting a watered down version of Weekend A. And I would never.
Nope, I didn't even cross my mind. So
it was not even a thought. Amazing.
Oh my, yeah. We're at an hour 40.
I know, we've kept you far longer.
And we've got a lot of pictures to insert in the end.
Yep. Plans. We're already Wednesday.
All the things.
Stitch, stitch, stitch. So. Kathy's got some time off this week.
Yep.
I've got some time off with my family, probably being gone. My husband is already on a fishing trip. And I hope he has the best time. Actually, for you Maine Stitchers, he went and stopped at Lakeside Stitches in Greenville this afternoon and sent me some pictures.
That's amazing. I can't believe he did that. So,
Helen D has a new floss tube. I just got the notification and it says all the FFOs. So
wow.
We'll be sure to watch that. So it looks like they have a nice storefront, a nice supply of floss and charts, and he sent me this. If at first you don't succeed,
do what your wife
said.
I love it.
Oh, he's a silly
Just the
boy.
Fact that he stopped. That's awesome.
That was fun.
We're pretty stoked. We're pretty lucky.
I did not get up there for their opening. But we talked about going up for a day.
Yeah.
And maybe getting some lunch and.
So you're gonna stitch all the things.
Gonna stitch all the things.
Clean
I
all
would
the
like to
table
start FFOing some stuff. I might take some time to do that.
Yep.
I want to cut out some bags. I want to do this. I want to do that. Don't have a lot coming up. So next weekend is 4th of July weekend. We haven't talked about when we'll be filming. I don't have a lot of 4th of July plans at this point, but we'll talk about it.
Yep.
We'll see what we're going to do.
We got a great response to the patriotic little parade that we did. So we thought maybe next time we're not going to pull all of our Christmas stuff. No, we've got way too much. But we'll pull some Christmas patterns for next time and do a Christmas parade. And, we'd love to see what you're stitching.
Right.
Absolutely. We keep saying it. Subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we post.
Right.
Comment. We love to read all the comments.
Absolutely. That's a great way to interact.
Yeah. So.
Anyway.
Wow.
I'm off to go stitching because I don't need to cook dinner. I don't need to do anything.
I need to clean the table off.
Yeah, I'll help you out with that.
So half of it's yours.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh yeah, we got one more beauty. Can you do it?
I had to come home with one of these boxes.
And then
who did them? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. And I put all my little things in it that my mother-in-law gave me. Just the cutest. They had small ones and large ones, and
that's the small one.
I nabbed the small one,
yep,
and I absolutely love this.
Yep.
This, I would say, was something that was like my bonus purchase.
Yeah,
I love it.
So,
and I love my stitchy mat. And can I say I had the best travel partner?
Yeah,
the best.
I was thinking that.
It was awesome, and she rested. I went to the stitchy room, or we were both like, heck no, we're eating in tonight, or whatever. Oh, last meal. See, we keep going.
Oh, the best
Saturday night
Italian food ever. I've never had fettuccine.
I'm still smelling it. I'm waking up in the middle of the night thinking I smell it.
The fettuccine Alfredo was the best I have ever had.
I had Chipone. I'm probably not going to say that right.
You had Cioppino. No.
Cioppino? I don't know what it was.
If I saw it, Cioppino.
Delish. And I already found a recipe to try to recreate it.
Yeah.
It was just
and other girls had lasagna.
And it was just a nice dinner to end our time with our friends, and we can't wait to get together with them again, and we can't wait to have Chris with us.
Yes,
because she is going to round out exactly. If there was anything missing, she's going to be the glue that rounds it out.
Yep.
We missed you dearly, and we can't wait to
see you
and to retreat with you.
Yeah.
Someday.
So we'll put in a bunch of pictures. We're not going to put names. We didn't ask permission to put names, but we're gonna,
right.
And to be honest, we saw so many of you.
Oh my goodness! And you shared stories, and
yeah.
Don't ever be afraid to. It was overwhelming for us to have people approach us because
we're just us,
like not deserving of that. Yeah. But we are so honored that you did.
Yep, and we're glad that you came up.
Continue to do that.
Comment and
continue.
So there'll be a lot of pictures and a couple of videos, and yeah.
We probably should have put a disclaimer in the front. What? Sorry, not sorry. Grab a drink.
Yeah. So
anyway, thanks you all. Much. Enjoy your time. We'll see you round about the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
So much talent on these brag tables. Ronnie and his finish.